Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Nizam Abdul, and today we are excited to be at the Darul Arqam Islamic High School. We are speaking about Darul Arqam Islamic High School and the amazing work they are doing in our community, in the Mitchells Plain community, Cape Town community, and South Africa at large, mashallah. Yes, this is part of our third pledge for this prestigious organization, alhamdulillah. Joining me today is the principal of the school, Sheikh Ibrahim Dawood, as well as the director of the school, Sheikh Ibrahim Gabriels. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sheikh Ibrahim and Sheikh Ibrahim, mashallah, shukran for joining me to speak about something that is close to our heart, the Darul Arqam Islamic High School, this institute. For the viewers of ITV that is not au fait with the Darul Arqam Institute, Sheikh Ibrahim, please give us a short history and synopsis about what the school is about.
Shukran. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all the favors that Allah has bestowed upon us. And we put salah and salam on our beloved Nabi Muhammad. It's a great honor for us to speak to the South African community and even beyond South Africa about our institute here in Mitchells Plain, or sometimes we call it the Republic of Mitchells Plain. In 1992, at that time we were still in the dark days of apartheid. We decided that we want to build our Islamic school because there were many challenges to our Muslim children, and especially the girls. For example, they couldn't wear the scarf, they couldn't wear the Islamic dress. And so we decided, for the sake of Allah, for the love of Allah, we're going to build our own school. And the amazing part is, there was not a lot of money. But because of, I would love to think, the sincerity of intention. What does it mean? To please Allah, for the love of Allah, to preserve Allah's religion. Allah has granted that so far, alhamdulillah, we are very successful. Under normal circumstances, a school won't survive because of the resources and maybe the money that we need for the school. But once again, because of we did it for the sake of Allah, Allah has taken charge, full charge of the school. Just this morning we had the president of the Muslim Judicial Council here, Sheikh Arqam, and almost the same thing happened. Sheikh Arqam said when his mother left the house, when the ambulance came to fetch her, 11 children were standing outside, and she said to them in Afrikaans, and I'm going to translate it, "My kinders, pas net op die salah, dan sal Allah na julle kyk." My children, just look after the salah, just preserve your salah, then Allah will look after you. So the same thing I'm saying here, that because we have done it for the pleasure of Allah, Allah has taken full charge of the school. And so not only did we survive, we have succeeded in producing so many leaders already, because the second part of our intention was and still is to produce leaders, strong leaders, people can make a difference. Alhamdulillah, this humble school has produced doctors, engineers, station commanders in the police force, ulama. In fact, one of our learners is doing his PhD at the Islamic University of Medina. So alhamdulillah, so this was our beginning. We started first with only girls, and then afterwards, alhamdulillah, we included the boys also. The reason why we started with the girls only is because we consider the future mothers to be the most important people in this world. Like the poet said, Al-Ummu Madrasa, the mother is like an educational institution. The mother is like a school or a university. If you've prepared her, then you have in fact prepared a powerful nation.
SubhanAllah. And I think the Darul Arqam Islamic High School has done exceptionally well over the past 27 years or so, subhanAllah. For an institution to be running for that long, there's definitely something that is done correctly. And as Sheikh Ibrahim has mentioned, it is the fact that they have given the school entirely over to Allah and His divine guidance, alhamdulillah. Sheikh Ibrahim, the principal of the school, if Sheikh can give us some feedback, some idea of what the academic success of the school is and what the academics entail at Darul Arqam Islamic High School.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. First of all, praise is due to Allah, our nourisher, sustainer and provider, and peace and salutations be upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yes, indeed, it's a great honor for me to be the principal of Darul Arqam Islamic High School, because our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself, who was the principal of the Darul Arqam when he started teaching in Makkah al-Mukarramah. So it's a great honor for us, and for me especially, and my teachers, they also carry that huge responsibility on their shoulders to carry on this amana of knowledge over to the learners. At that time, the Sahaba, they were the students, and today we have our children from Mitchell's Plain and surroundings as the students. Alhamdulillah, thumma alhamdulillah, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the numerous blessings that He has bestowed upon us. And for me as the principal, the wonderful support staff that I have and the academic staff that I have, alhamdulillah, they are the ones that is doing the hard work, and they are the ones that must be flagged as the heroes of this institution. Alhamdulillah, if I look at the academics of our school, I'll divide my response, inshallah, into four aspects. The first one is the academics, and alhamdulillah, the school has grown steadily, alhamdulillah, for the past number of years. We were in the 80% for our matric pass rate, and then for the past 6-7 years we're in the 90%, and alhamdulillah, for the last 2 years we had 100% in 2018, and then we had now a 98% pass. But moreover, our focus is more now on the bachelor passes to ensure that the learners have an opportunity to go to university. And alhamdulillah, with the average of the past 3 years, we have a 73% bachelors. That means 73% of our learners have an opportunity to go to universities. And I've done very recently, I've analyzed where our learners went, just touched base with our learners for the past 2 years. And alhamdulillah, at the University of Cape Town, we have 10 learners. At Stellenbosch University, 7 learners. And this is only for the past 2 years. At UWC, we have 21 learners. At the Islamic, they call it IPSA, Islamic Peace University of South Africa, we have 5 learners. And the Medina Institute, 6 learners. And at UNISA, we have 3 learners. So alhamdulillah, very proud academically, the learners are performing very well, alhamdulillah, according to norms and standards. In our area, there's a number of schools. Mitchell's Plain is very huge. So alhamdulillah, we say it with the greatest amount of humility that we're in the top 3 high schools in Mitchell's Plain, alhamdulillah. Either we're first or second, but we range in that range. But alhamdulillah, that is through the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then what is also beautiful is the fact that the learners, they come through the school. 27 years is a long period of time. I was a teacher at the school, alhamdulillah. This will be my 21st year at the school. So I taught one of a number of learners. They went through the school, they returned as teachers. Mrs. Maweo, she's one of those teachers that returned. She taught learners at the school, they returned, and now we have Hafid Rida Charles is here, we have Warda Sheikh Kasim that is also here. So they come back to the school to plow back into the community as well. So I'm very proud of that the students, they love it so much at our school. They leave, they're going further their studies, become appropriately qualified, and then they come back to do service training, alhamdulillah. So that is with regards to the academics. I can speak a bit more, but I think that at this moment in time that is sufficient. The other aspect that I would love to touch on is the cultural aspect. And alhamdulillah, last year we're very, very proud that our girls, they were a top, they were the winners of the Nasheed competition. And they blew us away because they done it in such great style. They were the best team. They had the best drummer and the best soloists. And our boys, alhamdulillah, they went into the finals. So we're very happy for that. That is 2018. But this year, alhamdulillah, just this weekend past, alhamdulillah, our boys was crowned the champions of the annual Nasheed competition, high school competition. So we're very proud of them. Our girls were runners up. So they're doing very well, alhamdulillah. The spirit amongst the learners is very good. So culturally, I think we're doing a very good job. With regards to outreach, outreach that we have, alhamdulillah, I can mention a number of organizations that our children is involved with. Firstly, every week on a Tuesday, children bring bread, extra sandwiches, and we take it to our neighboring poor schools. Alhamdulillah. Our children is involved in the holy month of Ramadan. We assist, we partner with a number of organizations. One of them is Triple S. They feed approximately 2,500 poor children, and our school is one of those schools that assist in feeding them. Our school also partnered with Sanzaf, alhamdulillah. We assist with the pre-Ramadan packing of parcels and during the month of Ramadan. This year, we've also heard that our school is one of the venues that we're going to assist, and this is not Sanzaf, as a private donor has informed us that inshallah we're going to assist with the packing of 2,000 parcels for the holy month of Ramadan. So that is with regards to outreach. What was historic for us was last year, the Islamic Relief Charity Week. That was the very first time they had it in South Africa, and our school was the first school in South Africa to assist in raising funds for the destitute, especially the orphans from war-torn countries. And alhamdulillah, internationally, Islamic Relief Charity Week, our contribution was minimum, but alhamdulillah, with all the little efforts that we made, internationally was raised 24 million for the orphans around the world. So alhamdulillah, that is got to do with our outreach programs. So then we also have co-curricular and extracurricular. And I'll maybe speak about that when we get the opportunity again, inshallah.
Yes, mashallah. Obviously, you can see the passion that is within the hearts of our Sheikh Ibrahim for his school. He can continue speaking for hours and hours on end about what amazing work is being done at the Darul Arqam Islamic High School. Now, we're inviting you to join the pledge, inshallah, and get your families together, get your friends together, open up your hearts and open up your pockets to get involved. When we come back from the break, inshallah, we'll be speaking about the future plans of Darul Arqam and how you can attain Jannah through assisting this dynamic institution, inshallah.